Welcome to an Achieving Science video. This video is all about fractional distillation. Crude oil is extremely important. Crude oil is a mixture of hydrocarbons. But what does a mixture of hydrocarbons actually mean? Let's have a look at this in a bit more detail. Well, a mixture of hydrocarbons means, well, first of all, hydrocarbons is compounds made up of hydrogen and carbon only. A mixture is made up of more than one type of particle. Therefore, you can see in this diagram that there are different particles, all of which they are made up of carbon and hydrogen only. But the important thing is that these hydrocarbons are not chemically joined, and this means that they can be separated from each other. The process then that is used to separate these hydrocarbons is the process of fractional distillation. A process called fractional distillation then is used to separate these hydrocarbons. The diagram therefore shows below the process. Let's go through the main key steps. Well, first of all, you have a fractional distillation column. At the base, you can see where the oil goes in. The oil is then heated. This causes the oil to evaporate and therefore rise up the column. Fractions then condense at different temperatures. If you're heating the oil at the bottom of the fractional distillation column is going to be hottest, and the coldest part of the fractional distillation column is going to be at the top. This variation in temperature allows the shorter chains to condense at the top of the column, whilst the longer chain hydrocarbons condense at the bottom of the column. This is because the shorter chain hydrocarbons have a lower boiling point, because less energy is required to overcome the weaker forces between their molecules. Where, on the other hand, the longer chains condense at the bottom because they have a higher boiling point, because more energy is required to overcome the stronger forces between the molecules. So why do this? The different fractions have different properties. We already seen that they have different boiling points, but they also have differences in viscosity and flammability. They also have different uses, like fuels, lubricants, solvents, polymers, detergents, etc. When a fraction is burnt in oxygen, e.g. the process of combustion, what are the products? Well, if we use an example of methane, let's work it out. Methane plus oxygen. Well, methane has the chemical formula of CH4. Oxygen has the formula O2. If we react these together, the carbon reacts with the oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, and the hydrogen reacts with the oxygen to produce water. We can then balance this equation by 2 molecules of water being formed and 2 molecules of oxygen being formed.